Okay, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Wednesday, the 10th of May. What a day yesterday was. Lots of rain around here, and where I live, just outside South London, pretty wet there also. Looks like that's going to continue today, hopefully slightly better. Looking at the chart, we can see we've got this low pressure system out to the northwest, which is bringing with it, well, really quite unstable air. No fronts exactly over the top of us today. But we're just going to have lots of showers and potentially storms developing. Looking ahead to tomorrow, that low pressure system almost dissipated, but left with some trough lines around here. So probably a similar picture to tomorrow. But as we go ahead into the weekend, settling down a little bit, and we're sort of on this ridge of high pressure. So hopefully should be a bit more settled into the weekend. Weather warning today for Lasham for thunderstorms, and that is 12 till 1 p.m. Local time. But I think the potential for them probably all afternoon. Winds today at flying height. Over here, probably about 15, 20 knots, pretty much down 2.7. And that's the current view from above. You can see the centre of that low pressure up to the north. Otherwise, a fairly clear outlook over this part of the country at the moment. There is some of this low-level cloud that we got at the moment. Looking at the rain radar, you can see out to the west, there's a few showers starting to develop already. Give us a refresh, see if it's changed. I doubt it has. No, it's just some showers developing out to the west, and you see over towards the continent, there's some more significant showers already. And if we look at the rainfall forecast, we can see as we go ahead a couple of hours, we start to get sort of scattered showers developing, and further ahead through midday, some sort of bigger showers developing. Very hard to say what's going to get us when, but it's going to be off and on all day, I think. And you see it's forecasting some quite heavy showers here, which could potentially have thunder in them. Again, as we go through the afternoon, we've got 2:45 there, quite wet in our area. But then potentially from about 3 or 4 o'clock onwards, it's a small gap here that if we're lucky, we may end up in. And going into the evening, it looks like it may clear up a little bit. Again, we're sort of on the edge of this worse stuff to the east, so quite hard to predict today. Public forecast suggesting the same. It's saying it's going to be clear until about midday, and then sort of 50% showers for most of the afternoon, with the potential for thunder. It's suggesting at 2 o'clock. Otherwise, feeling reasonably mild at 14 degrees and a light westerly breeze, and good visibility, although a little bit humid at the moment, which is, you see in the low cloud we have at the moment. GFS is suggesting about 15 or 16 degrees potentially in this area, with a dew point of 11. So if it does reach that sort of 14, 15 degrees, I think the thunderstorms may be a bit more likely. Okay, Odium are currently reporting broken clouds at 700 feet, which I think is same as what we've got here. Otherwise, 10 knots of wind from the west. Quite a long taff, very much covering themselves, so 6 knots from the west. Broken clouds at 600 feet, but becoming, that's early this morning, scattered clouds at 700. About now, it's suggesting some mist. If we look further ahead, we've got 10 local till 7 p.m. local. Good visibility. Broken clouds at 1,800 feet with cunims, and a probability of pretty much all day heavy rain showers, and another Prop 30 for thunderstorms, hail or snow. So a bit of everything there. Farnborough is much the same, also suggesting there's broken clouds quite low at the moment, 500 feet. Their forecast very similar. We've got Prop 30 here for heavy rain showers and thunderstorms. So top meteo is picking up. This is at 10 a.m. Some lower cloud over our area at the moment. It looks like that should be clear by about 11 o'clock, potentially midday. And then as we go into the afternoon, you see it suggesting showers are developing with these thunderstorm showers to the south of us. Quite close, but not actually at the top of us. When we do go flying today, no time-wise, nothing really to affect number 21 here. It's just some high-intensity radio transmissions, but I don't think that anyone's going to be going very far today. So we can leave it at that. So operationally, will be a little bit of a challenge today. The airfield is very, very wet from yesterday, and no doubt we'll get a little bit more wet today. So we're going to go for, despite it being May, a sort of wet airfield winter setup. So we can have the launch point further in on 27 here, something like that, with the cables, hopefully with the winch at the far end of the airfield. The cable is just going down on the south side here, obviously using the booms. Gliders will be launching off the tarmac for the winch and just off the northern edge of the tarmac for Verito also. And we'll be landing on the main runway as the sort of normal setup. So it'll be left-hand circuits onto the main runway or onto the south side grass, right-hand circuits to the north side grass only. As I say, it is quite wet out there, so where you can, stick to the main runway. And also towing out gliders, if you can, keep them on the tarmac for as long as possible, or at least minimize how long you're on the grass, i.e. tow directly out to the runway and then the rest of the way along. We do have a jet movement today, A320 outbound at 3:30 local time, so we'll keep an eye on that. So what I suggest we do is we're going to get the gliders out DI'd and probably take them out to the launch point. It might just be a little bit of time while we wait for this lower cloud to lift, and then we'll get what we can out of the day in between the showers. So see you all out there. Bye for now.